Shalom Akim, all praise and glory to Yahweh Bashim Shai, Bashim Kokadosh. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Salutating to you, Akim, doing the work in truth and in sincerity. Man, hey, as the world gets closer and closer to the end, you know, the end of Esau's kingdom, these women are acting a fool, man. I mean, and really it's women of all races, especially the so-called black woman, because it's always times 10 with them. But I was actually watching Dr. Tiasan Johnson, and he was talking about this article of this woman killing her whole family. So I went and read the article. I'm not gonna read the whole article here. The woman's name is what is it? Birdie Dorville. If you're interested, just type her name in, and the article will pop up. But anyway, to sum it up, this woman basically set a fire to a mattress in her home and killed herself and all her kids. Basically, they call it a murder suicide. Yeah, when you read it, they call it a murder suicide. That's her. That's her and her kids. And in that other photo, her and her kids. And I'm not gonna speculate on as to what happened. All I know is she murdered her kids, and the article still says that she was a good mother. And I'm like, obviously not, man. She killed herself and she killed her kids. How in the hell is she a good mother? She's not. Okay. And then, I had this video. I mean, this popped up, and I'm like, wow. It says, Mom, allegedly, it ain't even alleged. She tried to murder all three of her kids. These are the two that died, and she had an 11-year-old that's still in the hospital. And the article reads, Mom allegedly killed her two kids after judge ordered them to spend Christmas with their dad, court records show. In other words, he was going to spend Christmas with his kids, because they got a divorce. She put him on child support. They've been fighting for several years. He finally got joint custody, or maybe full custody, and they were gonna spend Christmas with their dad. And her great plan was to fake a burglary, kill the kids, wound herself a little bit, and make it seem like she was, a victim too. But they caught on to it, and they finally caught her on Saturday. But and then you can't forget, and these are maybe Edomite women. They look like so-called white people. Well, they look like she looked like a so-called white woman. But and the other story is clearly a so-called black woman. But it looked like her babies are mixed or something like that, which really ain't mixed. They look like they come from a so-called white man or Edomite. But I'm saying this to say, I wanted to read this scripture here. This is Deuteronomy 28 and 56. Deuteronomy 28 and 56. The tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness, her eyes shall be evil towards the husband of her bosom, and towards her son, and towards her daughter. And you see what's happening. I always talk about the passport bros and Jake basically leaving, because the women in America are terrible. You don't want no American woman. Of 57, and towards her young one that cometh out from between her feet, and towards her children which she shall bear, for she shall eat them for want of all things secretly in the siege and straitness wherewith thine enemy shall distress thee in thy gates. And hey, these women are already going crazy. All hell ain't broke loose just yet. And you got these women already going crazy, man. Taking themselves out and their kids. If the dad get their kids, then they want to take the kids out. I mean, lest you forget, it's always Jermaine's fault. That bitch just straight up stabbed her kids to death. Like, goddamn. Just because their father won custody. You know, like I say, all hell ain't broke loose yet, and she done killed herself and her whole family. And shit is just at the beginning of getting hard. It ain't even there yet, you know. And it's gonna get worse and worse. And a lot of judgment is gonna come out for you women, man. A lot, man. But they already going crazy. But you know, it's just more fulfillment of prophecy. You know, that's really what it is. And the women, especially our women, hey, they under a hard curse. And you can see it every day. You know, I seen, you know, like I say, I was watching this video and I seen that and I'm like, wow, man. Wow. These women are killing their kids all over the place, especially the so-called black woman, you know. And like I say, the other one, I just came across it from looking at all this stuff, man. And all hell ain't even broke loose yet. But it's just going to get worse from here. You know, you're going to probably see a whole lot more stories like this coming up soon. But you know, you all can keep the faith. Till next time, all praise and glory to Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai Bashim Kakadash. The honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to you, I can do in the work and truth sincerity. Shalom.